humbled because I've been trying to learn Spanish but no good at all. Hopefully next year I'll be a lot better.
So if you want to explain
yes.
Portuguese is better.
The symposium, HVTT, has been going since 1986. The first two were in Canada. They had just done a major study on truck size and weight, and they wanted to discuss it with the world. The third one was in Cambridge in England, and at that time we realised that there was a lot of interest in this subject, so we formed what is called the International Forum for Road Transport Technology. International Forum for Road Transport Technology. That organisation runs conferences every 2 years in different countries in the world. And so the 13th one will be in San Luis next year, in October. And Alejandra and the team in San Luis did a fantastic job last year in presenting to the 12th conference in Stockholm. The idea of having the conference in San Luis came up the year before when I was here for the book launch of my book. And so we worked for a year to present to Stockholm, and we were very successful thanks to Ali and her crew. And so for the first time the conference will be in South America, never before in South America. And the first time it will be in Spanish as well as English. Never before has there been two languages at a symposium. Never happened before. It's always been in English before. So there are presentations over 3 days, and there's between 25 and 35 countries represented from around the world. It is the major conference of its type in the world, and it is a very big credit to San Luis and the people that it has been brought here. So that's a little bit of history. I don't know whether you want to look at the symposium in detail, but that's the history.
The symposium is, so what is there for us, and what is expected from the Latin American crew and part? I mean, why is here, and why were they happy to hold it here?
Oh, well,
explain. Besides the lovely place.
Well, the forum has always been interested in getting ideas together, and the conference has been held in different places. It's been held in Australia twice. It's been held in Canada 3 times. Paris, all over the world. So the opportunity to have it in South America was very appealing, to hear about how the South Americans do things, gain from various things that you might do here that are different. We have, as you can imagine, the different countries. We have the extremes from Australia with the huge distances and big road trains in the outback, to the very tight regulations in Europe. And so everyone has a different perspective, and everyone likes to hear the different approaches to the problems that apply to moving freight.
Who come to this?
There's a variety of people come. We started off the original ones in Kelowna in Canada were researchers, governments, academics, but it's expanded over the years now, where the operators come, and the suppliers in particular have come, and so it's much more broadly based than it was when the first couple were there. It was very much a research type thing. Now it's an operational thing. People come along and many consultants come, and many operators. The operators, we have suppliers, We have consultants, we have academics, we have researchers, we have government officials, a wide range of people come. The normal number that come would be anywhere between 100 and 150. My guess is that, and that's representing 25 or 30 countries. I've been talking to Alejandra, and I think we're going to get, I would not be surprised if we get to 200, would be probably the most we've ever had, I would think. I would not be surprised at all.
And I'm thinking that we are going to get more, because when I saw what the call for sponsors is, if you can see the number, depending on what type of sponsor you are, you can bring up to 10, 5 delegates. It's included in the sponsorship.
Okay.
So I think we are getting more than, maybe we'll get that amount of papers, but not sure about the delegates. I think we are getting more. So
We will get more delegates. See, I have the responsibility of the technical content of the symposium. That's my role. As chair of the scientific committee, it's called the International Scientific Committee, I have a group of 25 people from 17 different countries.
25.
We assess the papers or the abstracts and decide which ones will be acceptable and which ones not. So they are, all the papers are looked at to make sure they're the right standard. So it's always a very good contest from that perspective.
and they will be translated as well. The papers to be presented, they will be in Spanish and English. Because one of the things that I've seen by traveling is the amount of research that is lost, research in Spanish from Colombia, from Argentina, that is lost, that the other countries don't know just because it's not in English. So the idea is, if you don't know how to write in English, it's okay. Send the abstract, we'll translate it for you. And send the paper in Spanish, we'll translate it for you. So, and I won't be doing this. So we have with the University of La Punta that has a tourist area and IT area. They are developing the website, and they have a language area. So they will be providing as well. They will be doing the translations. And the whole idea, and actually that was your idea the other day, of having them with con un delantal los van a tener, that it will be just saying translator. The idea is to have kids that are studying languages in the University of La Punta, being there in the lobby. So if you want to talk with someone and you want to communicate but you can't because you don't have both your language, you will just call one of these guys and they will be translators. So it's good for the students and it's good for the people that will be there. So it's not only simultaneous translation during the sessions, it's as well for, here is meet and greet, get to know others, get to you have needs as a company. Well, maybe you meet an academic or a supplier from another country, or even someone that does exactly the same as you guys do, forestry company, and they come and you can exchange. How do you do it in your place? Well, we do it this way here, and this
forestry is a perfect example. Ferric in Canada, Sean Parker.
Sean Parker will be here
from Ferric in Canada.
And actually, that's the people that had this
Right.
trial.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, there's a good example.
Well, two of them, they belong to companies that are in forestry.
Yes.
And funnily enough, they are competitors in the market. Friends in here, and they're competitors in the market. And so yes, that's the whole idea. So as a sponsor, what do you gain from being a sponsor in here? And it's the regional and international exposure. So the that's what basically you get.
Well, there's no doubt that for the 6 months before the conference, San Luis and this conference will be the centre of heavy transport around the world. Everyone will be focusing on where's the next conference going to be, what sort of papers are going to be presented. We will be, we're just about to have the call for papers go out. That will close at the end of November, and successful authors will be told at the end of March. So we will then at that stage have a program, and so everyone will be able to see the program, what sort of papers are going to be presented, and that will focus people very, very heavily on are they coming to the conference symposium.
So we'll leave you with this. Just think about it, and you can call later, because I'm sure you have to give it to your... We have already 7 sponsors, just from the breakfast on Wednesday. Oh, and I haven't counted you guys yet.
No, we will be sponsored, but I don't know what level we will.
Yeah, Scania has always been, Scania, Volvo, how to contact that guy then? I'll ask you. And the media is more than welcome, and you will be a support. Unless you want to be specific sponsor, the idea is that we put you in support, the same with the CIT, la CIT. Pablo Calefi ya dijo que viene. Él va a ser uno de los que va a hablar. I was explaining about that. Pablo, the president of the CIT, of the chamber. Pablo es el presidente de la Cámara Interamericana de Transporte, y Martín Sanchezini es el vicepresidente por Argentina, y bueno, los dos confirmaron que vienen porque queríamos a alguien que diera una... Ellos no es que van a presentar papers, ellos van a... Pablo la idea es que venga y nos cuente cómo es la situación del transporte y de las compañías de transporte en América. La Cámara Interamericana tiene desde todo América, incluyendo, o sea, no es nada más que América Latina, incluye Estados Unidos, Canadá y las islas del Caribe y todo. Ellos tienen muchísima participación desde hace años, así que es una persona que conoce muchísimo. Bueno, acá Rodolfo y Fabio lo conocen, conoce muchísimo, y bueno, lo invitamos. No podía creer que lo hubiéramos invitado con 2 años de anticipación, pero confirmó. Martín Sanchezini también confirmó que vienen, y bueno, esa es la idea, de mostrar cómo es, qué es lo que estamos haciendo en nuestra región, qué es lo que precisamos, y hacer intercambio de ideas. Y los tópicos van desde legislación y regulaciones a diseño innovador, combustibles alternativos y todo el tema de sustentabilidad. Y bueno, y lo que me acuerdo sorprendió el año pasado fue ver que había venido, por ejemplo, gente de Michelin, y aparte de otras marcas, y que no presentaban nada, simplemente venían a ver cómo iba a ser el transporte en los próximos 20 años para saber qué tipo de neumático tenían que fabricar. Es decir, ese es el nivel de diseño innovador, que es lo que se viene, y como Bob dijo, es a nivel de conferencia de transporte de carga carretero, es la mayor conferencia, es decir, donde se reúnen todos los puntos. Así que esa es